Hello everybody, it's Gracias here, CRFP commentary, Ring of Honor. And yeah, look, hey, check this out. We will not be doing TNA views like I really wanted to, because after it started with Under Siege, it just started getting progressively worse. Their pay-per-views seem to be all right, so we'll wait for those. We'll review the pay-per-views. Pretty much like we do AEW. And I've already watched hour one of the King and Queen in the Ring, but I'd rather do the whole thing instead of doing it segment by segment. So that's why it's going to take some time, and I have to be awake to do it. So we're going to do what we normally do, and it's been a while, it's been some time. Sorry to keep you waiting, everybody that actually watches this, listen to this or whatnot. You know, we appreciate you, so we try to do what we can when we can. But we're going to get into answering viewers. We got that logo on the screen because we are professionals. And I've got to hold myself accountable. Zimbo is doing that, and I got to explain myself. And I hope it's all right. But we're going to get into it. See if you can take it from here.
All right, this is a response.
Oh, and we got mics, two mics again. $40 for lapel mics, and this one came slightly damaged, but I'm like, you know what? It's better than having no mics. So, working with it.
Okay, this is a response from Zimbo. And he says, really? After one match, Hayes is ruined in your eyes? After one match? Sorry, I strongly disagree. However, I do agree with your criticism on the way Tama is being booked.
Okay, hold up. We're not gonna do this like you did Ring of Honor. We're going to do it categorically if we can. So for this, it's not one match. Hayes is not ruined in my eyes after one match. I don't do that. I don't ever do that unless it's so egregious. I'm like, I just can't. So look, Carmelo Hayes, my first time seeing him was his match against Cody Rhodes. And I saw some promise. I mentioned it. I was like, if this guy, gets some pacing, don't have these wasted moves and whatnot, this guy could be great. He'd be an excellent main eventer. Okay. So then after that, I see him against Baron Corbin. Okay. So seeing him against Baron Corbin, it was just a video game match. It was everything that is wrong with modern wrestling. It's do so many moves. What finishing move can somebody have? What move can they have that's a major move that someone can get over? If you do everybody's possible finisher as transition moves, as setup moves that don't land or anything like that. So I'm like, that just rubbed me the wrong way severely. Watch that match, and if you don't agree, let me know why you don't agree. That match was a craptacular display of just video gameology. It was just e-fetting. Now, third match, I watched him against Randy Orton, and Randy called that match, but still a bunch of wasted moves. But he wasn't at his worst. And I think against Baron Corbin, that was take all the rules away. Against Cody, there was some guidance, some rules. And with Randy, there was strict, far more rules. But you could see that he was itching to do something stupid. I am not a fan of that. There are a lot of people that are, and I don't begrudge them. They like what they like. Cool. I got no issue with that. But as for me, I don't want to see somebody doing a whole bunch of spam signature moves and finishing moves for nothing. I just don't want to see that. Now, Carmelo Hayes, a great look. I guess he's got the gift of gab. I haven't heard him do but so many promos, but as a heel promo, he's good. But against more elite promos like LA Knight, he's not going to hold his own because he has to come in talking, and then LA Knight can just counter with stuff that he would normally say. So that wasn't the best way to utilize his verbal skills. And I would have to blame, the WWE staffing over that more so than Carmelo Hayes. So if you could tell me, I watched 3 matches, not 1, 3. I watched 3 matches, and he just turns me all the way off. I ask people up here what they want to hear, what they want me to talk about, and things like that, but no one really answers. So I do what I do, and if they don't like it, that's on them because I'm gonna do what I do. Unless they say, "Hey man, I'd like to hear more on this guy," or maybe watch this promotion, let me know what you think about it, or something. But nobody does, so I don't ask anymore. That's under the guidance of Cedra. It's just like, stop stressing over that and just do what you do. And if they want to say something, they'll say something. So that's, I've always tried to be fair with the listeners and with what I watch on TV. I try to be fair, and just Carmelo Hayes, I can't see it. If you like E-Feds and you like going for big moves with no finish, okay, he's perfect for you. Me, I like to see some moves go, try to pin. Don't pick him up after a pile driver. Just saying. I think that's fair, don't you, Cedra?
Yeah, I think it's fair.
So, okay, go with the next thing.
All right. However, I do agree with your criticism on the way Tama is being booked. Tama should not be a bloody grunt. He should be spitting promos left and right. So far, the bloodline is holding him back, and he has only been in the group for a month.
Yep.
That's it? Just yep?
He's been in a group for a month. He should have. This is how they should have done it. Thomas should have came out, jumped dude, savagely whoop him, and then the next time they on SmackDown, Thomas should have cut a promo on why. Who am I to Solo Sikoa? Who am I to SmackDown? Why should you fear me? That's what he should have been doing. Answer a few quick ones and let him know it's not going to end, period. This here is the one in charge for all I care. And since he's in charge, he's here. And whoever's here is in charge. And since he's here, it's not going to end until he says it needs to end. Something. Tama is a spitfire promo waiting for a moment to happen. And they just waste him. They don't waste him. Now he's just Tommy Davidson. That's him. And that was probably Tommy Davidson's best role too.
Huh?
So, okay, any more?
There's more. I don't watch SmackDown with Cedric hardly, but what I've seen, I'm still not impressed by Sikoa. I just want to put that out there.
Okay.
Have a hard time believing him. Okay, let's see. Cody's promo on Logan was spot on. He does not care about wrestling. He just cares about the attention.
Yeah.
Okay. Orton versus Carmelo was predictable since Carmelo is still new on SmackDown. Let's see. Nice predictions. As much as I love to see Tama win King of the Ring, I doubt WWE will give him that big push. I predict that Randy will win, but Bloodline costs him King of the Ring later on. Kevin returns, teams with Randy, and they feud with Tama and Loa. Nick tries to step in, but ends up getting beat up by the Bloodline. He resigns as GM and joins Orton and Kevin for a big tag team main event. After that, Solo wins U.S. title. Guerrillas of Destiny win tag titles, and they eventually attack Paul. This leads to Roman returning, and we got our Solo versus Roman feud.
They're not going to attack Paul. He's too up there in age. He's not going to be taking bumps like that. He's not going to be taking flat back bumps or dropping down on his hip, hurting himself like that. They're not going to risk that. But I like what you said though.
Yeah.
I like what. Yeah. I mean, I wasn't thinking about all that. So that's a. You know what'd be scary if they did all of that somehow. That I'd be like, wow, okay. I'd be like, our predictions are like awesome.
I need to get a paycheck.
Yep. Someone's like, who's right? Is Cedric right or is Zimbo right? And then someone says they both were.
So I start cutting checks.
Yep. So is that everything?
That was everything.
That was everything. Okay. All right. My gripes with wrestling is going to continue with this. Look, most people don't even go past 30 seconds listening. I don't know why they do that. If they told me why they stopped listening, I may be able to correct whatever's wrong that I'm doing. But since no one speak up, yeah, it's just what it is, I suppose. You know, I guess if I was making a lot of money and stuff, you know, and had a lot of viewers, you know, they would say something. But they'd rather say that when they would probably get drowned out by all the other comments. Instead of when they got the chance to say, hey, man, this is a guy starting out, you know, and let's go ahead and say something while, you know, he can see us.
Yeah, I guess I was supposed to think about that.
Yeah. So, look, we're going to get in the Ring of Honor. All right. So, this starts off with the TV title Proving Ground match. Kyle Fletcher versus Mentalo. So, Mentalo, they showed him on the graphic. Then they pulled him out to the ring. I'm like, Mentalo is like 4 shades darker than his picture.
He is.
I'm like, this dude, I was like, either they got the wrong initial picture or this guy's going to have the wickedest sunburn on the planet. Fletcher wins, I think. I was done, but Cedar skipped without finding the ending. Then again, does it matter? Does it really matter?
Yeah, he power drove him and won after using something else.
That's what we assume.
Yeah, after using a devastating move for a setup.
Kyle Fletcher constantly uses a sheer drop brainbuster and the defender kicks out. Each time, it's stupid and I'm done watching his matches.
I mean, as devastating, I mean, the move looks good. They need to not kick out. It's a wasted opportunity, but it has to end the same way. They can't have anybody have any versatility in their moves. So,
that's their problem.
Of many.
It's like when a fan is watching something, they start like dancing in front of everybody and trying to get attention that nobody's going to give them and stuff. So hopefully that you just hope that idiot walk off or something, that kind of thing. So, yes, you know what I'm talking about. So, next we get a tag team match. Jay Lethal and Satnam Singh versus Dark Order. I noted if not for Lethal and Singh, I'd skip it.
Yeah.
It was a decent, kind of fun match.
It was a fun match. And
Silver and Singh, Silver was on Singh with a sleeper, and you know, and it was actually all right. He was there for a while.
He was trying to get him off of him, but he couldn't get his hands on that pea head of his.
Yep. Singh held Silver for the lethal injection at the end, and Jay got the pin. But it was all right.
Yeah, it was an all right match.
It was all right. I don't want to see it again. Period. I really don't. I don't want to see them teamed up again. I don't. You know, just there are too many tag teams out there to have to go against Dark Order. In any case,
I kind of thought that when they were coming out too. I'm like, really? There's nobody else?
Really? So next week, promo. Not gonna go over it. Iron Savages, they're hyping themselves up for a comeback to action. High T and low E, but he's telling everyone they got low T and high E.
Yep.
That's testosterone and estrogen. So that's what they're doing, and they're not gonna be the little cutesy wootsies anymore. So okay. I'm like, y'all talking this game, but Tony Khan is gonna ruin you no matter what. And so next we get a match, Tara Zepp versus Anna Jay. Decent level squash match.
Yeah.
Or zucchini. No, I was going to call it a zucchini match. No, it's a squash. It's squash. Squash match with Jay winning with a sleeper scissor lock. So next we get Rachel Ellering versus Sky Blue. Okay. This match was damn good until the end, where a foot jab from Sky Blue stunned Rachel, who had to find the right position for Sky to go for the cold blue, which looked horrible as Rachel didn't fully go with it and Sky wasn't tucked all the way. So
the rest of the match,
Blue won with the finisher.
The rest of the match was good. It is almost stunning how good of a wrestler Rachel Ellering is. But yeah, that finish was abysmal, and Sky Blue keeps holding on to that stupid finisher.
She needs a different finisher. She needs to. I have always wanted her to stop doing that. Amazing Red would do that move well. He could do it from any position, even from powerbomb counters and stuff. I can't stand the way Sky Blue does it, because her opponent has to look like a simpleton.
Yeah, it looks real bad.
Spanish Announce Project, they're ready for more battle with Maria's Baby Boys.
Yeah.
So we get tag team Top Flight's Darius Martin and Action Andretti versus John Crwc and Levi Knight. And commentary gave them the name of Night Crwc.
Yeah.
It was a really good match. Seemed like Crwc called this match. Top Flight slowed down, didn't get too ahead of themselves, and kept the fans seeing everything they could do. Top Flight hit some nice entertaining team double team moves, and they got the win. They looked all right. They looked really good.
Yeah, they did.
Tag team Proving Ground match: Undisputed Kingdom versus London Lightning and Jason Geiger. This was a zucchini match. Not a squash, but a zucchini match. I like, cause if it was a squash match, it would be like what you saw earlier, you know. Yeah. But this, it was competitive enough to not be a outright. Yawning, I'm tired. To not be an outright squash match. So this is a zucchini match. Taven tried to get a kiss from some grandmother who gave him a light tap, and then he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna get you and stuff." And then she's smiling and laughing. She's like, "Come on, bring it and stuff." I was like, it was a bit fun, but man, that's kind of where I was. We got a women's Proving Ground match. We got Nicole versus Athena, and we're like, "Who the hell is Nicole?" And they're like, "Nicole Matthews," and I'm like, "Who the hell is Nicole Matthews?" She's returning to Ring of Honor. When was she here?
Yeah, really.
Now, that don't mean we could have seen her 3 or 4 times. Just forgot about it. It's been that long. But I'm going to go through this real quick. It ain't no notes like that, but then we're going to talk about it afterwards. Athena won with the diving stunner, got the pin. She applied the crossface after the match. Then Aminata comes in and thrust kicks her off. They scrap for a little bit. Aminata lands the headbutt and drops Athena to the floor from the ring, and she never recovered. Aminata looks down at the title belt and then leaves the ring, walking past the day's champion. Okay, those are my notes. You want to talk about what you loved about this match, Cedra?
They were wrestling. They demonstrated all their wrestling knowledge. Nicole, what was her last name?
Matthews.
Matthews is good. She's really good. You can tell she's seasoned. And even when things didn't flow properly, they're both experienced enough to be able to keep it moving. And not just, "Oh no, what do we do?" and then try to reconstruct it and look like idiots. This is a wrestling match. And of course, Athena, best match of the night.
Exactly.
You saw things in this match that you don't see in women's wrestling. You don't see women's wrestlers do this. You don't see them do a cravat. You don't see them hold a cravat that either you just sit there and take the pain or find some way to get out. You know, they're always trying to, their wrestling reservoir is real shallow. And if it's not, it looks real shallow.
It did me good to see that. Look, Nicole Matthews, every time Athena tried to get out or counter something, she would counter that or reverse it. They struggled on the match like a fight. You could, okay, look, my eye, I can see they got lost twice. But without a trained eye, and my eye ain't fully trained, I'm still an amateur at this. So if I saw it, I can only imagine what the veterans saw. But it looked like a struggle, like a fight the whole time because of that. So that it didn't look too bad. Those couple of little hiccups. But it made me upset because Nicole Matthews showed she's good. Mm-hmm. I was like, this is a, she was calling out quick. This is a wrestler. Mm-hmm. This is a wrestler.
She's not throwing herself around and flinging hair and tiptoeing.
This is when I get mad at booking. I get it. They're going to push Aminata against Athena. For 2 months, they should have elevated Nicole Matthews. Show her win. Show what she can do. Show that she can get win in various ways. Show that she is wrestling. For 2 months, 8 to 9 matches. And then Athena can be like, you've been beating some top contenders of late, like her last 3 matches. Beat some top people. You think you are on this level, but you're not. She goes into her spiel. She talks about how great she is. Nicole Matthews, she might just come out and just say, I'm not cutting a promo. I'm just cutting you away from that belt and walk off. Mm-hmm. She could just say something simple. Or if she's a good promo, let it rip. But that would have been a great, that I promise those two would have put on a 5-star match. But instead, Nicole, it was a zucchini match. And Nicole lost, and she doesn't look strong. She looked good, but nobody's going to remember that. They're going to remember this girl was in the ring with Athena, and Athena just mauled her at the end, beat her down like she would anyone else. And this returning wrestler's got no teeth. That's all they're going to think. No fangs, no bite, no chew, no bark, no nothing. So that was just a bad way to present her, I think.
Yeah, I agree.
But still, Athena looked good. And I like Athena. I love some Athena. You know, she's been a great champion and whatnot. Love it. Not going to begrudge or anything.
Oh, no.
So, I can't say all bad things about this. You know, just certain people. I'm not watching again. I'm not watching Dark Order. Not watching Kyle Fletcher. Not happening. Jay Lethal and Singh. That could be the new Haku and Andre the Giant. Hopefully Singh is learning to wrestle a lot better. Hopefully Lethal's really teaching him, and others are teaching how to be a good big man and stuff.
He had enough time to learn shit.
Yeah, but you got to be in the ring to learn. You can't just, okay, I train. You got to put it to actual practice. You know, you can learn how to do your job. You can learn that, yeah. But once you get in it and all those little variations that you can't see, that you can't be trained for, those are the things that make you say, okay, from someone just getting by to someone that's a professional or expert at what they do. It's the little things.
It is. I think they've been working with him because to me he looked less clumsy in the ring. He looked more comfortable.
Yes, like he belonged there.
Yeah.
So they're doing good with Satnam Singh. So look, if anyone out there is watching Ring of Honor, let us know how you feel about it. You know, it's not all bad. You know, there's some good little shiny spots and little areas of hope. Mm-hmm. So yeah, with that, look, we're gonna get up out. It's storming outside, and it's just making me weak. I'm sleepy.
Yeah, it's good sleeping weather.
Great sleeping weather, And I kept talking because I did not want to end this on 23 minutes and anything. We're crashing just now into 25 minutes. So we're going to get up out of here. This has been Cedric and Cedric for CRFP Commentary. Ring of Honor. We want y'all to be good, be chill, be safe. And we'll see you next time.